Hello everyone, welcome to Cabbage Patch Soap. My name is Laura and today we are making a Valentine's Day soap. Just adjusting the camera. I hope everybody is having a great weekend. Alright, and I'm just getting my live chat set up so that I can see what you guys are saying. Last week we made the soap dough. And we discussed what we wanted to make for today, and some of you suggested a Valentine's Day soap, which I think is a great idea. I also want to make body butter pretty soon, but I need to get the jars first. This live is going to be a little bit shorter because I'm very tired today, so I have to get a little bit of work done after this. So what I want to do, now that I have my gloves on, I want us to decide on a fragrance and the colors for the soap. And also, we can demold the leftover soap from Thursday. So I'm just going to move this aside real quick. So when we made the soap dough, we had a little bit of leftover batter. It was starting to thicken, and I just poured it into these little molds because we had such a tiny amount. I'm just going to pop these out real quick. Because it was such a thick batter, I don't know if it went to the bottom, but we'll see. Got little bits of soap here. There we go. So you can see, actually it came out kind of cute. It's a little brontosaurus, and it's got a little bit of all the colors in there. I'll set him aside. And then we've got another one. I'm going to see if we can get that out in one piece. There we go. That's the problem with this little tiny mold. It has very fine detail that's easy to break. Let me get this just cleaned off real quick. And then I'll check chat as soon as I get this. Okay, so I got some of this soap on him. The light colored soap. Let me just see if I can wipe it off. There we go. The colors are actually pretty bold. It's really cute. I hope the colors are coming out correctly on screen. There's a little bit of teal here, and then the blue, purple, red, and orange. So it's got a little bit of all the colors. That one came out super cute. And this is just the little bit of soap that spilled over when I poured it in the mold. So I might be using this for a future project, but I don't know yet because it didn't, some of the fine details like in here, they just didn't hold up well to soap making, but I might have a couple other things I can try to get them to pop out. So let me set that aside. And also the little dinosaur soaps here. Okay. Hi, welcome. Sorry, I haven't been looking at the chat. I was trying not to break the little soaps, taking them out. I need to get another, whatchamacallit, like another screen where I can put my chats. Because it's hard for me to see what I'm doing and read the screen. I'm hoping that's where I will be soon. Anyways, yeah, taking care of. Yeah, welcome, Cheryl. Thank you for stopping by. We're just making some Valentine's Day soap today, and I need to choose the color and fragrance. And I was unmolding the leftover soap from Thursday's pour. And Thursday we made the soap dough, so that doesn't actually get unmolded. It stays in its little containers until I need to use it. So I'm gonna just let me move this table slightly. There we go. Yeah, that's better. Okay. And so I'm gonna set this mold off to the side. So let's start with the fragrances that I have. There's some that I got because I wanted to try them around this time of year. So I'll take them all out and we'll pick one. I'm just making sure. I'm just reading the bottles here. Yeah, that one. That one's for something else. Just a second. All right, just a second. All right, so a couple of these. I think one of these we used. Okay, so I'll set those aside. All right, so the ones that I was thinking, yeah, the dinosaurs are really cute. I'm hoping that I'll be able to use that mold for something else. Okay, so I have this one. It's called Maiden Rose. It's like a rose, but let me smell it again. It's like a rose plus something else. There's a little bit of like clean, like sparkly scent to it. It's hard to describe, but it's really good. It's really good. The main fragrance there is the rose. Because it has florals, it'll probably accelerate, which means it'll make the soap batter turn to soap really quick, which is fine. And this one is Temptation. I'm just gonna smell that. Yeah. I think this might have been what we put in the we might have was it this one? Maybe not. I was thinking that might have been what we put in the solid lotion. And then I have this is called Harlequin Romance. I'll smell that one too. This one has a really clean, light scent, like like an airy scent to it. It's very pretty. And then of course Wildflower Fields. This one smells really good. It has a lot of floral notes to it, and it just smells and it has like a little bit of like a fresh green smell to it. So those are all really good. If you have any opinions on what you think you'd like to see, which fragrance you'd like me to use, let me know. Unfortunately, I do not have a dinosaur fragrance. I wonder what that would smell like. The wildflower? Okay. Yeah, the wildflower would be good. I'll go ahead and set these aside. And again, that will probably also accelerate quite a bit, so I'm going to have to work fast. And let's see. I should probably pick choose a color. We could probably, with the floral, we could probably do like 2 colors and maybe something on top like a silver or gold. So I have this. It's called Amaranth. It's like and I'm not sure how this is showing up on the screen. So because sometimes this camera does not pick up the colors properly. This is like a medium light pink. And then I've got this. It's called Pink Vibrance, which is a really bold pink. And you can see like if I put them next to each other, you could tell this was a little bit like bolder and darker. And then the other pink, I haven't used it yet. It's called Rose Pink. These are all from Nurture Soap. And it's very similar to this Pink Vibrance, but it's not as I would say it's a little less muted, I guess, and it's maybe got a little bit less purple in it. And also this rose pink looks like it has a little bit of a color shift to it, but that won't show up very much in the soap. And then I've also got purple. I have 2 different purples. This one looks like it has a little bit more red to it, and this is more like what I would think of as like your basic like true purple. I also have red, and then I've got white. The only color combination I don't want to do is a red and white because it makes the soap look like bacon. Unless I was to like do a very specific design, it'll end up looking like bacon. But the other colors we can mix and match and do whatever. What do you think for the colors? Oops. Just gonna check chat again real quick. Rose pink and purple. Okay. That'd be fun because I haven't had a chance to try the rose pink yet. Okay, and then we've got the two different purples. Let me see here. They both look pretty good. I might do, since they're both kind of close as far as like, how dark they are, I might add a little bit of white to the purple to make like a lighter shade a little bit. I think I'll do, well, they're both really good. I might do this one because I know this one lightens very nicely. I haven't tried the other one. I don't want to experiment on that. Yeah. Okay. We're just getting another container for the second color. And I'll add a little bit of white to it. So how's everybody been doing this weekend? Hopefully everyone's had a chance to relax. Okay. Just tinkering with Cricut and resin? That sounds like a lot of fun. Have you been making designs with the Cricut to put into resin, like little cutouts to put inside your resin pieces? Monograms? Oh, that would be cool. There's a lot of fun stuff you can do with monograms. Are you going to be doing pieces that you can put up on, like on a wall to be displayed, or are you going to be putting the monograms on things like keychains or? Hi, Tanisha. We are making a Valentine's Day soap, and we decided on this fragrance here. It's called Wildflower Fields. It has a floral fragrance, some like a little bit of green, like hints of green fragrance, and then we're doing purple, which I put a little bit of white in here to tone it down a little bit, and then this rose pink, and these colors are from Nurture Soap. Oh, coasters. That's awesome. I think one of the things I really like about resin is you can make a lot of functional art with it. I really like functional art because I feel like It looks really pretty, but you can also do something with it. Makes it like twice as good. Okay. Just need 1 second here. I'm going to go ahead and mix this together in a second. All right. Okay. So it looks like the chat caught up, so that's good. The chat tends to lag behind a few seconds. So I'm going to put this face shield on. All right, so since this fragrance is probably going to accelerate, what I'm going to do is mix the oil with the lye first and just get that just kind of basically mixed together. Then I'll mix the colors in, and then after that, add the fragrance last. In fact, let me grab my whisk so I can do it by hand. And then what we'll do is we'll put everything into this pitcher and then try to do a design. If it thickens up too quick, I might have to just abort that and put it straight into the mold. We'll see. Just at a cutting board. Oh yeah, you can't cut resin. Yeah, but they still look really cool in the kitchen. And you could probably still use it with something. I wonder, is resin food safe? Like, could you use it as like a cracker, like a cheese and cracker board if you didn't cut anything? Because that would be super cute. All right, so let me go ahead and open this pink. Oh, that's awesome. Yeah, that'd be so cute. Yeah, see, so the cutting board you could use as like a little cheese board or something. It would still be useful in that way. That's kind of cool. Hi, Lorna, welcome. We're just making this Valentine's Day soap. In case you missed it, missed the beginning, we're using this Wildflowers fragrance. And we're going to be using this rose pink mica that I haven't used it yet, so this will be an experiment. And then I've also got the purple mixed a little bit of white here. And we're going to attempt to swirl. We'll see what happens, because usually with florals, they tend to seize right up and you can't get much of a design, but we will see. I'll live on the edge. Okay, so I'm going to set all that aside. All right, so I'm going to go ahead and put in the lye water. I'm just making sure this is cooled off. Okay, it sort of has. It's still warm, but can't stall any longer. So I'll put this in here. All right, I'm just going to, headphones warning here. Going to just carefully mix this. Okay, that's probably fine for our purposes. Because I don't need this to go to trace, I just need it to be mixed together. Then I'm just going to make sure it's really well. Okay. I'll start dividing this off here. Hi, Patty, welcome. Okay, I'm going to go ahead and pour this in. Here's the purple. And we'll put the pink in this container. I just want it roughly even. Okay, good enough. All right, so we'll go ahead and put in some of this pink. That should be good. Yeah, this definitely has a really pretty like purple sheen to it. In the soap, it usually like the process of making the soap typically makes that go like the like the duochrome type of look that it'll have. The soap kind of eliminates that. But when you wash with it, and you've got the bar of soap in your hand because it's in, and you like run the water over it or whatever, I've noticed that sometimes those sheens are visible again. It's kind of cool. Okay, I'm gonna go ahead and mix this. That's a really pretty pink. Yeah, that's a beautiful pink. All right, I'm going to stop before this starts thickening up because we still have to add the fragrance. So I'm going to mix this one. Hold on. It's sticking. The color is sticking to the sides just a little bit. Let me go get the spatula. Okay. There we go. Okay. Hello, Ian. Welcome. We are making Valentine's Day soap. All right. Okay, that's going better. Alright, so that's as far as I'm taking it because I do not want this to set up too quick. And we're already kind of pushing it, so I'm going to stick this in here. So I'll mix the fragrance by hand, and we're going to try. We're going to try to get a design out of this. We'll see. Alright, I got to go quick. Alright. Alright, here's that one. And the purple. Alright, so this is probably a fool's errand, but we're going to give it a try anyway. Alright, so let's start with the purple since that's the thicker. I'm going to put it down the side here. And what I'm going to do is alternate between purple and pink. And then we'll pour it into the mold after. Hopefully you guys can see this on the screen. And it won't have perfect layers like this in the mold, but we should be able to get kind of a cool design anyway. Okay. All right. All right, so there's that. And then I'll grab the individual mold real fast. And we'll just put the extra in here. Hopefully that stuff stays fluid enough to pour in the mold. All right. Okay. Good enough. All right, so I'm going to kind of give that half a swirl in there. And that's why we wear gloves. All right. That looks kind of cool. Just tapping out the air. And then I'll wipe this down. Okay. All right, and then here's this. And we are going to try. We're going to try to get some kind of a cool pattern. Let's pour it down the side like this after I get this other soap off of here. Okay. Everything looks good. Oh, this is going to be risky. Oh, it still looks really cool though. Never mind. Oops. All right, so managed to get it in there. Where's my spatula? All right. And then we'll just scrape out the rest of this here. Except the other way around, so hopefully you can see it. There. All right, I'm going to tap this out. All right, I think that was a pretty close call, but it worked, so. All right. There we go. All right, perfect. Just reading the chat really quick. Yeah, the tray molds are for like samples or I mean these aren't full-size bars here, so I'll do that or use them for testers or something. I don't sell the oval shaped bars just because the molds are too expensive. I'd have to buy a whole bunch of them, and they're not always as easy to work with because they take up so much space like this. So when I put them in the oven to go through gel phase, I can't fit as many in the oven as I need to. Whereas these are small and they're taller, so I can fit several of these if I need to. There's a variety of reasons why I don't use this to make bars to sell, but I mean if I was making a small batch I could, but this is just barely one bar. I'm just reading what else you guys are saying here. I knew I could do it. Thank you for your confidence. Let me see. Hi, Stacy. Welcome. Okay, so now we have the very important decision of what to do with the top. I could do another texture design with the fork, or I could do like a little swirl with the chopsticks. Inside the mold, the lines are probably going this way, so the swirl should go up the same direction probably. Or actually, I'll be cutting it this way, so the swirl should go that way probably. And we could also put some glitter on top, like maybe gold or silver. And I don't need to wear this anymore, so we'll take that off. Okay. Now I don't sound like I'm in a cave. Glitter. It makes everything better. Glitter is a fantastic idea. Okay, let's see what I've got for glitter. In fact, let me take off this glove because it's covered in soap now. I get new gloves. Inside the mold, it's this really pretty pink and purple that we decided on. It's a sorry, look at my gloves. Here we go. Okay. The pink is a new one. I haven't used it before. It's called Rose Pink from Nurture Soap. It's a new one. So new. Well, it's new to me anyway. I'm sure they've had it a while, but I haven't had a chance to use it. And then the purple is Purple Vibrance from Nurture Soap, but I mixed it with a little bit of white to kind of tone it down because it was the same, I don't know, saturation, I guess, as the pink. I'm not sure what the exact right term is, but they're both very bold colors. And without putting something in there like a lighter or darker color to contrast, I was afraid it would just kind of get all muddled together. Wouldn't have been bad, but I just thought for visual interest, make one of the colors lighter. Since I'm testing the rose pink, I thought I'd make the purple one lighter. So that's what we did. And I put the colors in the pitcher, the pouring pitcher. I alternated the colors back and forth a little at a time, and then we poured it back and forth this way into the mold to make kind of like stripes, I guess. Um, I wasn't sure if it would work since I'm using a floral fragrance. We're using the Wildflower Fields. It accelerates, and that's why you saw like when I was going to do the pour, the soap batter was almost like getting to that like pudding consistency. It happens really fast with florals, so we'll see how it looks inside. Oh, your kitty's attention is the most important part. Let me tap this out a little more. I'm just making sure we get all the air bubbles. Okay. For glitter. Oh, and also before I forget, for Stacy and Ian, when we made that soap dough yesterday, I poured off a little tiny bit of the soap dough into a couple of molds. These little tiny molds that I got, and I made little tiny Brontosaurus soaps. They came out okay. So you can see this is what the soap dough would look like in a soap. You can see the colors. So on this one you can see it's got, I think, all the colors in it. It's got the teal here, the blue, the purple, the red, and the orange. This one does as well, but it has some of that natural colored soap from the leftover soap batter. And I'm hoping the camera focuses, but we know how the camera is. I'll put them on here so you can see them a little better. In fact, they'd probably be really cute in this. Aren't they cute little dinosaurs? That's what I wanted to use for the dinosaur soap, but it wasn't like the other dinosaurs were so fragile all around the little small areas like the tail and stuff, they were breaking. So I got a different solution for that. We'll be doing something different. But they are cute. All right, what was I doing? Glitter. Yes, let me grab that because it's right here. Okay, so we have to decide on a color of glitter. I've got this like shimmery, silvery white color. Let's see what else. I've got gold, of course. Oh, I know why. It's because I didn't take it out yet. I also have like a hollow, like a silver hollow biodegradable glitter. Let me see if it's in here. Sometimes what happens is I put everything away. Then I have to go and pull it all out again. Guess it's a good thing I organized. Oh, and I also have the Mermaids Glitter. Let me see. Which one is this? Let's see. Okay. So these are, besides the normal, like the gold, the silver, the shimmery white, I also have the hollow silver rainbowy glitter. And this one, the mermaid tails, which is more of a, it looks white, but it has like green and pink iridescence to it. It's true, when the kids have a bar of soap that they really like, they'll use it. That's very, very true. I used to make lollipop soaps. They look like giant lollipops on a stick. They're really cute. And I had a lollipop stand that I display them in. So what do you guys think? Do you want to do like a gold, this silvery white, or do you want like the hollow silver, or this mermaid tails? Maybe if I open the jar it'd be easier. So that's the mermaid tails. It has like a iridescent, shimmery, pearlescent type colors. This is the silver hollow. Oops. It's not going to ever focus, but okay. And then of course I got the gold and then that white. The silvery white? Okay. Let's try the silvery white. And then I'll do, I think I'm feeling the swirl. So let me go get my, swirl stick will put some texture on top of this, so it's not just a flat, bumpy top of the soap. All right. +2 chopstick of texture. Actually, trying to decide what would actually be the better way to cut this. Let's go with this way. So I'll go ahead and swirl this on top. This is gonna make the top of the soap have like basically a better texture for the glitter to stick to help it be a little more shimmery. It shouldn't hurt the pattern inside the soap at all. Okay. Okay. It's looking pretty good so far. Do a little bit more. When in doubt, add more glitter. You can never have too much. And then see if the camera will pick up the shimmers. There, it's like snow. Except snow made out of like diamonds or something. You guys can use these for resin also, these little glitter pumps. You just put your mica in there and you can spray like the inside of your mold before you pour in the resin. And then that way you end up using way less resin. I don't know how many soaps I've made and I've never had to refill this. Normally, like if I take it out, like those times where I like unscrew it and I, sprinkle it on this way, whenever I do that, no matter how little I use or if I use like a little sifter or something, I always end up using a lot more mica that way. So using these little pumps really, really helps. And you get on just the right amount. There we go. I have a link down below where you can get, if you are having trouble finding it. See how shimmery that is? So pretty. It's like a metallic almost. It looks really cool. I might as well do this one as well. I wonder if it's too set up to, well, it'll be okay. Just checking here what you guys are saying. This will be ready for Valentine's in 2023. Yeah, that's true. I mean, technically I could, what is it, the 20th? Yeah, I really should have started these earlier. I wasn't sure what we would want to do with the lives. And normally if I make holiday soaps, people like to watch them being made, but then they don't always sell. So then I end up with a bunch of, soaps that take a while longer than usual to sell. So I typically make more generic, like, maybe I'll make like a mint scented soap, but it won't have Christmas trees on it. And things like that, just so that they're more, evergreen, pun intended, I guess. But anyhow, so that's those. But yeah, I mean, technically I could probably sell these probably, I don't know, 2 or 3 weeks from now. It would just be best not to use them right away. They're not harmful. Like in a day or two, these are safe to use. It's just that they tend to dissolve quickly because they're not fully cured. Oh, thank you, Ian. Well, now that I know you like shimmer, I'll just send you a box full of glitter. It'll be great. All right, so there's those 2 soaps. And we'll cut these probably Monday. I mean, it'll be ready by then for sure. I've been really, really tired today and a little bit yesterday, so I I may need to change my my live schedule again. We're gonna see, because it may just be that I'm catching a cold or something. If it's something like that, then it's no big deal. But um, let's see. Yeah, very shiny, Patty. Definitely shiny. I like the ones that give kind of a cool effect like this because there's one I have that gives a very mirror-like shimmer. Actually, that might be what this one is. This one might be the one that gives you the mirror finish. Um, yeah, actually, I think it is. Yeah, so this one, if I can, I'll put a little more and see if we can really get that to come out, that effect. If I hadn't textured the top this much, it would be more obvious. But yeah, this is the one that gives you that really cool metallic shimmer, like a mirror. It's really cool. And then the holographic one, that one's pretty. When the light hits it, it changes color, but it's silver. So you've got like this really pretty silver sparkly top. They're all really pretty. I have a gold holographic one too, but I haven't found like a soap that I like with it yet. The pump glitter, I put it in the description. This is from Nurture Soap also. I put a link in the description of all my videos. It'll take you right to their pumps. They don't always have the same exact model. So there's this one, and then I might have the other one handy. Let me check. They're essentially the same. They work the same. They just look different. So, okay. I must have put it away because it's not right here. Yeah, some of the pumps look different. They're about the same size, but they might look a little bit different because they seem to, change as they find better products and whatever, better pumps. But yeah, if you follow that link, it'll take you to it. Yeah, Stacy, I can put the shimmer in before I pour it, but the soap batter is always opaque, so it tends to block the light. So when you cut the soap and you look at it, it might. So like for example, this shimmer that we put on top, it would probably make the soap look kind of like a whitish color. But then when you washed with it, you'd see the shimmer. So looking at the soap, it doesn't look like anything unless you put it on the top. The reason it looks shiny on the top is because it's not getting mixed into the soap. Or we can do like what we did with the Lighthouse soap, where we pour a little bit of soap, then put like a layer of that mica, and then put another layer of soap, and then you can faintly see a line in between the layers of soap. But usually mixing in the glitters just makes the shiny glittery stuff disappear until you wash with it, and then on the slick, like the soap, while it's still wet, it'll look shiny, and then when it dries, it goes opaque again. But it still looks really cool, and there are some really pretty glitters that look pretty mixed in with the soap just because of their color. And these are all technically micas. They're not like this one on top is just it's not really a glitter. It's actually a type of mica. So it's all safe to mix into the soap. Yeah, unfortunately. But sometimes I'll take the different glitters and mix them in and see which ones. I mean, it'll still be glittery as you're using the soap. It's just not nearly as much. Like this, this is like a solid layer of glitter. And same thing with the micas. If I take those two-tone micas and put it on top here, it'll give that really pretty two-tone look. But I could mix a ton of this stuff into the soap itself, and it'll look like a color, basically. And then as you use it, like if I was to put like the chunkier glitter in, the one with the bigger pieces that's a little bit bigger than the micas, you'll be able to see the glitter in the soap, but it won't be solid like it is on the top like this. So you'll be able to see like little flecks of glitter here and there, but not nearly as much as what you see on the top of the soap. Unless you use a clear soap, like a melt and pour. then you can sometimes get more of that glittery effect because the clear soap lets in enough light for it to look sparkly, and then you can get a much more like shimmery, sparkly effect to the soap all the way through. But then it's melt and pour. So there's nothing wrong with melt and pour, but it's not like you can't do as much with it as far as like what you can add to it. So things like adding a lot of oatmeal or like aloe or any kind of fresh um, like fruit purees, avocado, things like that. You really shouldn't mix into melt and pour because melt and pour has already gone through saponification, so it's not going to like cook and preserve the botanicals that you're putting in, basically. So then you end up risking spoilage. There's a certain amount you can mix in, like you can mix in a certain amount of oatmeal, a certain amount of whatever into melt and pour, and it'll be okay. But if you go over that, then you might find that over time the bars start to mold. But that's why I don't use melt and pour a whole lot. Sometimes I'll use it for decorations, like the moon soap. The little glow in the dark moon is made with melt and pour, but I don't use it with a lot of like I don't make solid bars out of it anymore. I did for a while. I had like these cute little bars for children that had spiders, and the bar was glow in the dark. That was really cool. So theoretically, it can be done, but yes, you have one of the moon soaps, so you know what I'm talking about. Aren't you the one who asked for the one with the wolf? Somebody asked me for one with the wolf, the one that had the one that looked like it was howling at the moon. Put it right next to the lighthouse. You'll have a whole scenery. Yeah. Okay, so I couldn't remember who it was that asked me. I knew somebody did. Somebody asked me for the wolf howling at the moon. But yeah, so now when you get the lighthouse soap, you'll have like a whole skyline going on in the different seasons. Now you just need a spring and a summer. That'd be kind of cool, like a lighthouse, like through all the different seasons. Do a spring one with like lots of green and flowers, and then a summer one. And the summer one, everything can be melting because it's so hot. Maybe that's what I should do for my summer soaps is make them all look like they're melting. I found some really cool cutouts that look like something is melting. It just looks like a melting. I don't know how to describe it, but I was like, oh, I almost got it. I wanted it so bad, but I was like, when am I going to use this? Nobody would understand what I was going for. So, well, now that I think about it, just sitting here, as soon as I say that, it's like, oh, all these really great ideas come to mind as to what I could use it for. But oh well. Alas, I'll have to get it some other time. I think I could do something cool like somebody mentioned like for Halloween soaps doing like a cauldron or something. I could put that like at the top of the cauldron, like there's something oozing over the top of the cauldron, or um, doing like an ice cream soap and the ice cream's melting, something like that. A melted clock, awesome. I have a clock that goes backwards, but I don't have a melted clock. You would understand. Yeah, you guys probably would understand. I have to watch out. The rest of the world thinks I'm crazy for no reason. Yeah, there you go. One for decoration and one to use. Just go through them slowly. That's the hard thing. Like every level surface here has like some sort of decoration soap on it, pretty much, because they're pretty and I don't want to use them, but I have to slowly. I'm trying to limit myself to like one soap from each soaper that I buy from, and keep one. So that's why I have that rose soap still, and I've got the little mouse soap from Shauna, I've got a couple from Grace to You. I've got a bunch of her soap still because they're pretty. And I'm always like, oh, I'll use something else. I'll use something else. And like, I never use her soap because it's just too pretty. And trying to think, who else? Who else did I order from that I still have soap from? If I go over there, I'll probably find out. But oh, I want to show you guys something else that you can do with soap dough. Let me see if I still have it really quick. So we were talking about like sculpting. Like you can just take the soap and sculpt it like clay. So, oh, this is dusty. Okay, so this is not my soap. This is one I made for somebody else, and I made more than one, so they're using the other ones. Let me just dust this off. Oh boy, I should have thought of this ahead of time and had this already cleaned. All right. All right, so please don't mind the dust. This sits on the shelf, and soap tends to attract dust because even if you dust it, like the dust still kind of sticks to it. So, yeah. Okay. Let me first move these out of the way. Okay. So, night shell. See you tomorrow or Monday or whatever, whichever day I'm uploading. Okay. So here we go. It's a little cute little rat. And he's got his tail curled up. There is so much dust on this thing. Oh my gosh. Every time I think, okay, I got the dust off, I look at it at a different angle and I see more. Alright. He's got little ears. Little eyes. He's got little toes. So yeah. That was one that I made for somebody here. And keeping it on the shelf. So those are some cool things you can do with the soap dough. I'm just going to see if I have anything else over here. Okay, so this was as it escapes. Okay. So you know how sometimes people will have like one of those bowls on their counter or like on a table or something, there'll be like a bowl and it has those little decorative balls in it and they're just like pretty and they don't really serve any purpose. They're just cute to look at. I made a whole bunch of these. There's only two. Bless you. There's only two, but it's soap. It's rolled up, and then I rolled it. It's like textured, and then I rolled it in the different like shimmery. This one's silver and gold, obviously. So, but I made all different sizes, and they're made with like scraps. So inside they're all different colors. So as you wash with them, it's sort of like a jawbreaker. It changes color as you use it. So that's something else you can do with soap dough. Let's see. You just make the design and then roll whatever you made. You roll that design or dust it in dust it in glitter. And there's one more thing I'll show you. So if you are looking for another soaper to watch, I know I've mentioned Shauna and I've mentioned the Whirly Springs. Hold on a second. This one's also dusty. No surprise. Okay, this one's from Grace to You. I don't think I showed you guys her soap yet. This is one that she made. This is painted with soap. So that's all soap. And she used the soap to paint the lion on there. Which looks really, really cool. So that's one of her soaps. And of course it smells really good. Yeah, Stacy, exactly. Yeah, like the rope balls that you can make. Yep. Yeah, Patty, there's the one I saw, instead of it being like a mold, it was more like a cutter. Like I would cut the soap dough out. But I could try a mold also. And just pour the soap in. That would work too. Yeah, the lion's really pretty. She did a good job. She has a lot of beautiful soaps. And all of them are like dramatically they're all different and they're all works of art. Let me see really quick. Yeah, I have one more of hers here. I have a whole bunch of hers here, but they're hard to reach because of my microphone. This one is also dusty. Hold on a second. And she used a combination of soap, and then it looks like I'm pretty sure it's melt and pour on the center and on the top. I'll show you, but it looks like stained glass. See, and then she's even got like the heart outline, and then the stained glass inside. You can actually see, like you can see my hand moving underneath. That's see through. So yeah, Patty, it didn't link. I think YouTube prevents us from posting links for some reason. I'm not really sure why. Anyway, so there's a lot of cool stuff that you can do with soap. You can get really, really, really creative. But yeah. And those can be made like with soap dough or with melt and pour, or just the regular soap, just leaving it liquid, and like how we did just today, pouring it in the mold and putting sparklies on top. Oh yeah, Stacy, that could be. Maybe I need to start making people moderators. I might have to do that soon. But alrighty, well, I've got to go put this soap in the oven so it can oven process. That way, we'll have some pretty colors from it going through gel. And I'm gonna go rest a bit. I am feeling super tired today for some reason, but I'm so glad you guys came to hang out with me. This was a lot of fun. I'll be cutting the soap probably Monday. I'm gonna try to stick to my Monday, Thursday, Saturday schedule, and hopefully get the soap cut for you then. And if I can get the containers to make the body butter, because I have to pour the body butter into something. I can't just like not basically. It doesn't solidify. So if I can get the containers for it in time, maybe we can do that on Monday. If not, then we can either do another Valentine's Day soap. There's some things I ordered and I'm waiting for them to come. So if they come in time, we could do that, or we will do another soap design. Maybe you guys can leave some comments as to what you'd like to see, and we could make something. Thanks, Ian. You too. Thank you, Stacy. Yeah, me too. Hey, Lainey, welcome. Thank you, Patty. Yeah, Lainey, we were just making the Valentine soap. So this is how it looks. It's got that silvery, shiny top, and we had a little bit of leftover batter here that we poured into this. And the colors we used were this really pretty pink and this light purple. And then we also unmolded the little dinosaurs. I poured the leftover soap batter in last week, and that's how they came out. I was testing this little mold. I'm trying to figure out a way to make it work for a soap project, but it's a little bit delicate. Thank you, Lorna. Yeah, hopefully soon. I'm sure I'll be fine. Just feeling tired today. Yeah, it came out really pretty. And then we're just saying that if I can get the materials, the containers in time for Monday's live, we can do the body butter then. But if I can't find any containers, if they're sold out or whatever, then we will make another soap, probably another Valentine soap or something else. But I want to see your guys' suggestions. So leave comments either in the chat or under the video, just of what you'd like to see, and then we can start taking some suggestions on what to make. Good night, Lorna. Thank you for hanging out with us. Good night, Leanie. Have a good night, everyone. I'll see you guys Monday.